Honorable Chief Guest, Justice Shirani Kavardhana, distinguished members of the tribunal, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, my dearest Mooties, ladies and gentlemen. The WIS program in Sri Lanka began with a rather unassuming team from Sri Lanka Law College. It began with Zamak asking for a list of students proficient in the language of English, from which he selected 4 Mooties to take part in the John H. Jackson World Trade Organization Moot, and the other 4 to take part in the Willem CB's International Commercial Arbitration Moot. And I had the good fortune of being a part of the Willem CB's team. We were coached by a fantastic lawyer based in Hong Kong by the name of Harp Singh, lovely gentleman, towering figure, 6'4", and he taught us international commercial arbitration and international sale of goods over Skype. That team went on to do rather well. In fact, they hold the current best performance of the Sri Lankan WIS team. But that is something that we are hoping to change this year. Ladies and gentlemen, as most of you know, at least the Mooties and the instructors would know, it is rather characteristic of me to reminiscence the beginnings of the program. But today, while I'm truly grateful to Zamak, Harp, CLDP, and our college for setting things in motion, I would like to look to the future. Today, and even more so 15 years from now, Sri Lanka will be in a very unique position. The Belt and Road Initiative is perhaps the best example I can give, and as you all know, is one of the biggest development projects, which I believe would put Sri Lanka in a position to be able to support and benefit greatly from international trade. The purpose of the Belt and Road Initiative is to revive the Silk Route. We all know how the Silk Route operates. Much of Sri Lanka has benefited. Being an island nation, the land project or the land route of it is rather niche. So the majority of the investments are focused on the sea route. Just to give you some perspective, starting from the Chinese coast, it goes down via Hanoi to Jakarta, Indonesia, Kuala Lumpur, via the Strait of Malacca to Colombo, Sri Lanka, to southern India via Male, all the way to Mombasa, and through the Red Sea via the Suez Canal to the Mediterranean, where it touches, I believe, Haifa, Istanbul, and Athens, all the way up to the Italian hub of Trieste, from which it extends to Europe and the North Sea. And the opportunity for Sri Lanka, if you look at it, because if you look at it as a curve, Sri Lanka is right in the middle. It's a long shot to the far east, and it's definitely a long run to Mombasa. So we find ourselves in a very unique position. Where there is trade, there are always disputes. And where there are always disputes, there is a need for dispute settlement. Which is why I'm very pleased to share with you all that the Moot Court Bench has expanded to 2 new programs this year. Number 1 is, as my colleague Ranti very rightfully mentioned, the John H. Jackson World Trade Organization Moot on International Trade, sponsored by and in partnership with the Commercial Law Development Program of the US Department of Commerce. But the second program is a mediation program which is completely independent by the Moot Court Bench under the very able guidance of my colleague, Mr. Harish Balakrishnan. One of the key goals we have as the Moot Court Bench for the next year is to, inshallah, continue educating and disseminating the knowledge and information that we have had the good fortune of being exposed to. But in addition to that, with each successive year, we are also looking to position the MCP to perhaps be one of the leading ADR institutes by 2040. But that's a long way from now. Today, if you really think about it, if we live the way we continue to live, we might not have a planet to call home in about 7 to 8 years, according to the latest statistics. But despite the fact that the world is on the brink of extinction, today is a rather special day, because today is a day where we pick the 2 teams to represent Sri Lanka at the Willem CPs. So while I congratulate the finalists on a commendable performance, I would like to say thank you to my good friends and now colleagues for the tremendous amount of time that you have invested in enabling and guiding these Mooties, whether it is in the capacity of instructors, whether it's in the capacity of the administration team and collectively as the Moot Court bench. With all sincerity, you have my utmost respect and greatest appreciation for choosing to give back. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for honoring us with your presence and company, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the hearing, the rest of the evening. Thank you very much for a patient hearing.